Which automations do you currently have running? That can be hard to answer. I'm David Stiernholm, and in this week's episode of Done, you'll hear how I get an overview of my agents and why it's important. But first, efficiently helping and being helped by colleagues can be a challenge. In a short post on the Structure blog, I'll tell you about a proven method that increases the efficiency of your whole team and office without sacrificing anyone's productivity. You'll find a link to the post in the show notes. Have you ever delegated a task to someone and then forgotten that you did? I certainly have. More than once, I've been somewhat surprised to receive the result of something done for me because I had completely forgotten we had talked about it. There are just so many tasks in the air all the time. In fact, this seems to be happening more and more often, not because I delegated to a human, but because I set up some automation that is now running. More and more often, I get a push notification on my phone where some kind of robot proudly reports that it has done something I asked it to do, and I realize with surprise that I had forgotten about it, yet somehow still expected it to just happen. I believe this will become increasingly common, not just for me, but for people in general. In recent weeks, I've felt that AI development has truly entered the agent era. Many of us are creating agents in Claude Cowork, Microsoft Copilot, OpenAI's Codex, and other services that more or less automatically perform tasks that were previously done manually, albeit on a computer. Before long, there will likely be large numbers of quickly developed agents running throughout organizations. It's a perfect recipe for things to become messy. I understand if IT departments are very busy right now because this could become a nightmare for them and others responsible for security. That's why I think it's high time to gain an overview and take control of all the automations you've created before things turn chaotic. Do this. This is a new situation, and as far as I know, there's not yet any established best practice for how all automations should be documented. Don't let that stop you. Create an overview that seems sufficient for now, knowing that it will evolve and look different in the future. Here's what I did. First, list the different apps or services where you currently have automations so you make sure you include everything. Second, create a table where you list everything that is done more or less automatically for you. My table includes roughly the following columns: platform, that is service or app; name of the automation, that is what I call it; description, that is what it does; how it starts, on my initiative via a prompt, scheduled or triggered when something specific happens; and what the end result is. Then go through the various apps and services you use and fill in the table so you capture everything in your overview. And then you save the overview somewhere easily accessible when you need it most. That could be where you are when you need to be reminded that you've built an automation so you no longer have to perform a task manually, or when you need to check that what you're building won't conflict with something else already running. This overview is, for me, a first attempt, and I'm sure it'll look different before long. But we need to start somewhere. Because if you take control of the automations you have running, you gain better control over what's happening in the background within your area of responsibility. The risk is lower that you'll run into unwanted mishaps because you forgot that you asked an AI or something similar to do something for you. Instead of letting spontaneous agent building run wild, you develop your work steadily in deliberate steps. That way, you benefit from the new possibilities without everything turning into a mess. How have you created a good overview of all the agents, automations, and automated flows you have running in your work? Write to me and tell me, because I'm very curious about how you and others are doing it. The need to take control of this is growing rapidly. You can reach me, as usual, at david@stiernholm.com. Thanks for today, and see you again next week.